Good morning and happy Friday. Today I have a short video, I think, while I'm working on some bigger stuff. I've been, this is something I did recently where I was, this is a typical setup. You have a card, let's say, kind of like we did this early on, not a private window, sorry. Put in a new tab. And we're not going to do like, yeah, sorry, these are all different colors from previous videos. Check those out, please. They're all about uh, setting up various things, but we're going to look at a little slightly different setup. But when you do a card and that card is linked to a bio or a single post, let's say, where there's custom post type, whatever, and the card may have images and buttons and lots of information, but essentially it all goes to the same place. And one solution is to say link the image, link the title, link a button, and then you have three links and that are redundant. And I think you'll get flagged for that when you test for. This one doesn't do that, but well, here's one redundant link because I also have a home link, and the site title and the home link both go to the same place. So we're going to look at using the aria-labelledby attribute, which is kin to the aria-label. This is a great little site. I say little, it's got a lot of stuff in it. accessibilitydeveloperguide.com. And of course, there's also the W3C that has information on how to use it. I think I'm using it right, but essentially we're going to wrap this entire thing. It's not going to be exactly this because this has social media links that have to be active. You can't put links within a link. So we're going to set up something like this just to show you how you can use the wrapper link to make a better card, I guess, a link card to a post and make it more accessible. And pretty sure this is for the label by attribute is mainly for visually impaired people using screen readers. So anyway, let's go to a page and maybe it'll just be the about page. I think I have galleries floating around everywhere in here. So there used to be in GenerateBlocks I forget what it was called. There were two types of links, like when you were wrapping a link around a block that had multiple elements in it. Let's get rid of this, and that's a spacer, and let's put in a query block, and let's start blank, and we're going to, it is a post query, sure, pagination type, but not posts. We're going to do team members, and let's see, I like having this open so I can see what's going on. Loop item, oh, the looper, let's do just a 3-column grid like we've been doing. Come on, let's put in an image, and we're going to pick the featured image, current post full. Let's do large. URL, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, sure. Okay, now we got those. And let's go ahead and we're just going to style this on the fly a little bit. Sizing, aspect ratio. Let's make it square. And maybe put a little rounded border on it. And let's go back to our grid here, which your looper within a query, the looper part is the grid. We're going to give it a little space. 2 round, was that too much? Nah. And we'll go ahead and do the row gap as well, just for good measure. And then, gosh, I'm trying to use my keyboard shortcuts, Control-Alt-Y, to place an element beneath. And now we'll do that. And we'll make that an H3. And that's going to be, where's my, post title, current post. We're not going to link to it. Yeah. And we don't have to worry about styling that. Okay, so the image does not link to anything. Doesn't have any alt text. It should really have alt text. Well, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now, but you should have alt text in all your images. I think we all know that. So we want to take this loop item, and right now it is a div. We want to make it an A tag. Okay, this container is now a link element. Be sure not to add any interactive elements inside of it like buttons or other links, because this whole element, or this whole everything within this, has now become the contents of this link. And let's just see how that looks, how it's working. Because technically, I think it, I'm looking for the about page. Our mega menu. Yeah, I need to come back to some of that too. Oh, it's not gonna, I haven't put in the proper link to that yet. Okay. Oh, so it's, did I not? I don't have a link destination. Duh. Post permalink. Okay, now save it. All right, so now they link over to our fancy team pages. So if we look at the markup, okay. So we have 3 A elements, and we could get a little fancier here and probably make it like an unordered list, and we probably should do that. But the problem we're going to address is, so now we have an anchor element that if you're using a screen reader, and I have installed this open source NVDA, man, they're difficult to use. I'm trying to get more familiar with it so I can actually run some tests and do some real life things. Right now, I'm kind of going on things that I'm reading. So what we want to do is we want to make this link element show that it is going to take you to Han Solo or Princess Leia. And so we could do an aria-label. We could come down here and do the aria-label, and that probably do the trick. And we can even fill it dynamically. So we could take the same snippet that we're getting here, this just post title, and drop in post title. And then we have an aria-label. Not on the wrong element. Sorry, we want to do it on the link itself. So the A element. Just going to put in the aria-label, save that, and take a quick look. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions about running WordPress locally. Like, I may go back to just duplicating sites in Cloudways and running my test there. Okay, so now, yeah, aria-label Han Solo. If we do a quick wave on this page, it's telling us there's no alt attributes, link errors. What are we getting? What, linked image missing alternative text. Okay, we can fix that. Let's fix that real quick. So alt text, we're just going to drop in post title. And, we'll do this. Photo of, and we'll see if we can fix that. What did I do? Oh, that's a gallery. Okay. So now let's, where'd my wave go? More errors. Missing alternative text. Huh. Did that not do the trick? Oh, wait. Am I looking at the wrong? Oh, that's the gallery. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong. Never mind. Okay, yeah, there's the alt text. Photo of Princess Leia, photo blue. Yeah. But, so, again, we're being a little bit redundant. So we've used an aria label to include the post title. But what if we could be more efficient and we can instead use an aria labeled by? So what that does is it lets us, they use a link example. That's aria labeled by. So it lets you refer to the ID of an element where some text lives. So what we want to do is we're going to apply an ID to each one of our titles here. So an ID has to be unique, and here's where we do that. But GenerateBlocks gives us a little tag called loop index that outputs a number. So we're gonna just call this title. You know what? I think, yeah, okay. So you can't type it here because it's going to strip out the tags. But if you type it here, it will keep it. And that's something I should open up an issue over on GitHub for. So let's save that and see how it outputs over on this side. And let's inspect. And yeah, so now it has a title 1. And then we get title 2. And Luke has title 3. So now they all have unique IDs that we can reference with our aria labeled by attribute. So now I'm going to go back to the wrapping A element, anchor element, I don't know. So not the aria label, but we're going to make our own attribute, aria labeled by, make sure I spell it right. And what do I call it? Title. My memory that bad? I was just looking at it. Title, yeah, okay. So title loop index. And let's check that to make sure it's saved. Let's save that. All right, so what do we got? So title 1 for the heading, and then we look at the wrapper. We have this aria labeled by title 1. So now let's wave, and let's see, what does it show us? Oh, that's a spacer. So that's aria hidden for the WordPress spacer elements. Okay, so now we have this aria labeled by title 1, which is H3. Oh, I skipped the level hit. Okay, so that's an H1. There should be an H2, so technically that should be an H2. See, it's warning me because I've gone out of order. So let's just fix that real quick. Maybe that's a bit big. So maybe if we had planned this in advance, we'd have a class that was size H2s to look like H3s. But we're just going to 1.2 rim. We'll just make it kind of an arbitrary size. You know what? While we're at it, can I? Oh, no. I have to. Okay. Let's go here. What'd I do? Oh, links. Yeah. Now, typography. And get rid of that underline. And it's not doing it. Why isn't it doing it there? I wonder if it's going to show up on the other side. Anyway, I won't get bogged down in that. That's another problem to solve later. But anyway, To me, this is a really useful. Yeah, it didn't solve it, so that's whatever. We solved the aria problem in making a more accessible wrapped card, I guess you'd say. And we could even put um, I don't, there's not an excerpt. No, there's not an excerpt. Do I have? I guess I could do team bio, but can I do like the excerpt? And what was that tag on the excerpt? I'm rambling again. I know it. Length. Let's try that. So post meta, current post, meta key. Let's do team bio. And then let's add that parameter. No idea if that will work. I don't think it worked. Really gotta figure out why it won't. I want to get rid of the text decoration. I want the anchor element text. Oh, I'm a dummy. Yeah, this is the anchor element. Never mind. And let's color them. And I'm going way too far with this. That's disappointing. I was hoping that excerpt would have worked. Oh, it still colored it. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to chill out. So, yeah, I hope you find that helpful. That's a simple little trick. One other thing. A lot of times what I do when I'm wrapping a card, whatever you want to call it, with an anchor element, I'll go ahead and make it. Oh, it is display block. I guess it did that by default. Yeah, I'll make it display block so it acts like a div, because a link, an anchor element, an A element, whatever it is normally an inline, display inline. So yeah, there you go. Delete that. We don't need it. Yep. I hope that's helpful. I know that's a little bit boring. That's not as exciting as mega menus or galleries or sliders or anything like that. I am working on some better stuff. I say better. This is good. This is we're not looking. We're not comparing apples to oranges necessarily. I'm looking at some. I guess maybe some more fun stuff. Although I find accessibility fun as well, ticking all those boxes. Um, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, please. I'm having a blast doing this. Sorry I haven't been able to get stuff out in a timely manner. That's a different size. I should have fixed that. Anyway, some design stuff's coming, some more dynamic stuff coming that I picked up from the communities on Facebook, which there's a GenerateBlocks community, a GeneratePress community, and the admin bar community. Man, all those are great. There's also dynamic WordPress that's great as well. Learning from all these people has been awesome. Seeing what other people are doing. Have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all you dads, and see y'all next week.